So guys, we are back with another video, and I'm Danae.
I'm Key.
And let's talk about the disappointment. I'll let you tell it. Tell it quick.
I don't know if I can muster it up. This video was supposed to be in Chick-fil-A and Popeyes.
I'm everything.
Yeah, we went to Popeyes and I saw a sign on the door. And the sign said,
what did that
coming
sign
soon,
say?
chicken sandwich. So I'm like, oh shit. I knew it was going to be horrible. We get through the drive-thru. Not only do they not got chicken sandwich, when they going to have them again?
Baby, they said October. What do we...
Y'all, they must be taking chicken eggs and raising them in a two-family home for them sandwiches. Because why y'all ain't got them to October? And we went to both Popeyes. I make sure I have some drink left. All I gotta say is Chick-fil-A would never.
Would never. Oh, I'll just eat first.
Okay. And we got some sweet sriracha, whatever it's called. Why?
Really?
Because Chick-fil-A got the sauces.
I want to taste it. I probably didn't taste it before. I probably don't want it.
Here you go.
It's good, but Chick-fil-A sauce. Always on point. And then I have Bojangles honey mustard on the side, but I don't want that.
Who? I don't know what to do.
Honestly, this my sauce.
You damn right. Okay.
And my biscuit over here is just showing.
I need to use this bit. Okay. So, we're going to do a little small talk segment as we eat this food. Hey, y'all. I'm cleaning to myself.
Today, baby.
Today, baby.
So, it was requested. Well, yeah. That we talk about how you love yourself or how to love yourself and, you know, meditating. And it was requested by Theo.
The other ones are circles. They wouldn't have benefited you for
This
this.
one for me. You know, how I found to love myself was I had to go through something. I had to go through some type of pain. I had to go through something that tore me down, that stripped me. You know, for me to figure out who I am, for me to figure out my worth, for me to know that it's okay for me to be just with me. You know, it's okay for me to be okay to try something new. You know what I'm saying? Be open. And not even that. I mean, I think as you get older, you grow to learn yourself even more. And you grow to love yourself that way. And you may say like, well, how do you know if you love yourself? Or what is love? When you want to do great things for yourself, when you want to see yourself excel,
We have boundaries.
Exactly.
When you can finally decide, let me remove myself.
Okay.
Because it's not making me feel good. I'm not liking how you making me feel. I'm not liking this situation. It's not an easy feeling. It's not comfortable. And you can finally say, how I'm feeling is more important than pleasing you or what you think. So, I'm going to just remove myself. Oh, good point. I had to go through something too. I had to. We had to go through a few things. But sometimes it takes people a little bit longer. And that's perfectly fine. I say that's fine because I feel like you should never beat yourself up for trying to love somebody more than you love yourself. That's not a bad thing. You should always be proud of the fact that you have such a big heart that you are willing to sacrifice your own happiness for the next person.
Okay.
But you have to, you can't pour from an empty cup. Ain't that what they say? So you have to take into consideration how you feel. And that's I ain't gonna say it's hard for everybody, but that was my hardest part. Trying to put Key first. You should just want to create that peace within yourself. Like, forget finding your man, forget finding your significant other, your woman. You should learn how to create that peace within yourself, because you're not gonna always have somebody. And love not gonna always come after the last relationship. It's not always gonna be like that. So you need to learn how to be comfortable. You need to learn how to find your peace, know what makes you happy, so you can live with yourself. The worst thing in the world is not being able to live with your own self.
You gotta be comfortable with being alone. You gotta be comfortable with not always having somebody there. Yes, it feels amazing to have someone there, but at the same time, you need to know what it feels like to just have you. You need to be able to create your own happiness. You shouldn't allow your past to dictate what you're going to do in your future. And honestly, you shouldn't even be thinking about your future. I mean, of course you should, but you should be living in the present. And he said something, what I listened to this recent Sunday. He said, our older self needs to serve our younger self. He's saying that it's two people within us. He's saying that our old self that's been hurt, that's been abused, that's been taken advantage of, that self, and then you have your present self, who you're growing into, who you're growing from. And he said that present self is supposed to dictate your older self, because your older self shouldn't be dictating how you're going to live your life, how you're going to feel towards certain people. Because yes, we go through things. Yes, things in our past tear us down, but it's up to us to figure out what we're going to do with that. And you shouldn't even let your past even touch your mind.
That's what I'm about to say.
Excuse me.
You gotta learn how to not stop taking stuff so personal. Not saying you, I'm just saying we all, because I've been taking these few months and I've really been doing a whole lot of searching and just unlearning a lot of things and reteaching what sits right with my soul and with my spirit. So when I say you, I'm referring to all of us. But we have to, because I'm still growing, I'm still trying to perfect this craft. And it's just, you gotta learn how to not take everything so personal. Stop taking it so personal. What's that going on?
Not right now. Come on.
What was you saying? Oh, you. Why'd you just do that? I'm sorry. I can't even believe you right now. We can cut it out. What were you saying before that? I was talking about TD Jakes.
Finding you, I don't know.
You have to learn how to no, for real. You have to learn how to not take things so personal. When you want to sit there and say all this stuff happened, or when we want to sit there and say all this stuff happened to us, that's why we are the way we are. Stop taking life so personal. Life happens to everybody. It's different situations, but I guarantee you it happens to each one of us. Just different scenarios, different situations, but we all have to go through it. We all have to jump those hurdles. If you don't like it, then don't let that form who you are. Don't let that take control over you. Okay. I love this age that we're at, because I see more and more people figuring out who they are, and it makes me so happy. It makes me so happy, because everybody deserves to be comfortable with who they are, and that's honestly what leads you to your success.
Honestly, I need to really just focus on me, and then just for y'all, learn to focus on just yourself. Because once you focus on just yourself, then everything else will come. Everything else will come, because then you're not questioning everything that you do. You're not second guessing your decisions.
Practice some type of, we all as humans need to practice some form of grounding ourselves. Because when you step out into this world, not everybody has grasped the concept of becoming their highest self. So you have to take that into consideration. You got people walking around here who old as dirt, who have yet to found a way to ground yourself and find eternal peace. So when you step out that door, when you leave your sanctuary, you need to have a clear understanding of who you are. Because if you don't, every demon that everybody in this world is fighting that you come across, it's going to rub off on you. Spirits are heavy. Energies are powerful.
Very powerful.
Energies are powerful, and the most powerful ones are the negative ones. And those are the ones that you want to stay away from. They are the ones that you want to stay away from. So it's just like, that's why before I leave my house in the morning, even at night, I just do a whole lot of key time. I do a whole lot of praying. And if you believe in the Most High, then you need to talk to them. You need to find time to talk and listen. It's one thing to talk, but you got to listen. You got to listen, because I don't care who you refer to when you praising, they're going to respond. They're going to respond they're going to respond. It can be in several ways, but it's just like, you need to sit down, you need to talk, you need to make sure you know who you are. You need to clear your mind in the morning. You need to tell yourself, and it helps when you can tell yourself, like, okay, you got to let this go. It's time. You got to let it go. Thank you. Thank you, Most High. Thank you for today. When I step out this door in the morning, I pray that I have a good day. You know, I say all these prayers while I'm in the shower, and it's just like, when you can remind yourself of that in the morning, it helps. It helps remind you that what these people got going on ain't got nothing to do with me.
And another thing, when you were talking about affirmations, it's this thing that I started recently. It was recommended, which I tried, and I think it's really good. Listening to nightly affirmations, something to help you sleep. And you know, I know we watch the TV, I know we listen to music, because I do all the time.
That
I
man
probably
said
did it last
TV
night.
tells lies to your vision. Television.
Okay? Tells
Infinite
lies
Waters. He's my favorite
to your
YouTuber.
vision. Tells lies to your vision. But listening to a positive affirmation that puts your mind at peace, that relaxes you, because even though you are asleep, your unconscious mind is listening to everything. It's being alert for you. And it's listening to the affirmations that's being said. And what I listen to is just saying, I am. And it's saying different types of things like, I am smart. I am brilliant. It just different things that are positive. Anything that comes to your mind that's really deep. And for the few times that I have done it, when I woke up, I felt great. I felt refreshed. I felt like this day is gonna
clear.
Yes, my mind was very clear. This day is going to be beautiful regardless of anything. And when you can go in your day, starting off your day like that, you're setting yourself for greatness. And
nothing can destroy it.
It's gonna be beautiful.
What obstacle is thrown at you that day? It might bring you down for a moment, but it won't destroy it won't ruin your whole day. It won't. I don't care what you say. It may hit you hard for a few moments, but if you've pepped yourself up that morning and cleared your mind of all the negative thoughts, and that's another thing, you gotta learn how to stop processing every thought, because your mind, I can't remember the exact number, but your mind goes through thousands of thoughts a day, but it's up to you to process the right ones. So it's just like, even though I have a thought, I don't let it process all the way, if that makes sense. Like, I don't process everything that comes to my mind, because if I did, that's what makes you crazy. So it stresses you out. You don't process all them thoughts, and that's how you can get a little bit more discipline in your mind and focus on what's important, the task at hand, and your day goes smoother.
And learn positivity. Like, just learn that. Figure out what makes you happy.
Smile.
You know, do that, because I'm telling you, once you accept nothing but positivity in your mind, once you accept peace, once you become harmonized, it's beautiful. You are able to accomplish any and everything. You don't let anything get in your way. And when I say finding something positive, finding peace, it's whatever that makes you happy. If that's working out, if that's doing yoga, if that's talking to yourself,
drawing,
art, anything.
Singing, baby, even if you can't sing. If singing what makes your heart smile, do it. 11:2. I praise to the Most High. So, yeah, you definitely got to make a wish. But I just love that number. If you look deep into it, like, numerology in the spiritual world, 1111 represents like you're on the right path. Like it also means like make a wish, but it's also the angels around you guiding you, telling you like this is the right path. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. I love saying that.
I know we're talking about peace and happiness, but really find you. I know I spoke about that earlier, but really, what was that? That was you doing that noise?
I'm cold.
Wow. Find you. Like, really find you. I don't mean what someone else thinks of you. I don't mean what someone tells you how they view you. I'm saying find you. Figure out who you are. That means figuring out what you like. Figuring out you. And I'm saying think deep. Think deep. Because
that's not just a thought that you think of in a few minutes.
it's not. No, it takes time. It takes days and days of figuring out what makes you you. And it's okay to not know you. It's okay, even though we live with ourselves on a daily basis. It's okay to not know you, because we are thrown into the world with so many different people that it's like this, that, this thought, that thought. And you don't have the time to process who you are, what you like. So take the time sometimes and pull yourself back and figure out you. You know, even at work, at school, anywhere, at a family function, pull yourself back and figure out you. Because everybody else has an opinion about everything. And like she said, opinions are, you know, be factual. Figure out, be deep.
Live in reality, baby.
Exactly.
Live with the reality of it.
Live in reality. Don't live in the past, because the past is what happened. The past is not present.
And if the past is so traumatic, listen. Because we talk about positivity, but you do have your days. I don't know why I just shifted through there. Because I just thought about like what I've been going through. When I say I've been going through so many obstacles these last few days. But you wouldn't, if you don't know me personally, you would never know. Because it's just like, I don't let that get me down for so long. I allow myself a little bit of time, and then I bounce back to who I am. And when you find yourself, it's so much easier to bounce back to what makes you comfortable. Because you now have boundaries. You have set them, and you're just like, okay, this is a little bit too overwhelming for me personally, so let me pull myself back. And you find ways, when you know yourself, you know how to cope with things, and you can resort to that when stuff gets out of hand. And that's the biggest blessing. That's the biggest blessing. To not be
grow
sitting in your
from
room.
each situation. Each situation. Allow each situation to be a lesson learned. Don't allow it to be something that passes you by, because you go through everything for a reason. You go through everything. So it's like in relationships, allow that to teach you who you are, what you accept and what you don't accept, and grow from those things. And that's in any situation, like at work. Let's say you lashed out. Learn from that situation. Learn what ticked you off and learn to not allow it to tick you off again. Understand yourself. Figure out what triggers you. Figure out what pisses you off, and learn to grab that and control it. And then when it comes around again, you know how to handle it, and you won't be that person that lashes out. You'll be that person that sits back and say, okay, well, I mean, this is it. And I just gotta, I guess, go with it, because at the end of the day, I can't change it.
Okay.
You know?
And with all that being said, I think that was a beautiful segment we had.
Yes.
If you could tell these people one thing, if you saw the saddest girl in the world, what would you walk up to her and tell her? If you could only say one thing to end this video with, what would you leave these beautiful kings and queens with?
Can we answer that?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Okay.
You answer first.
Okay. Okay, I'm so excited. So
She's talking about, can we answer that? Girl,
I love that question. When I say I love that question, so I'm answering, what would I tell a girl that's really sad?
I didn't say girl, just so anybody who is watching this, king or queen, what would be your one powerful thing that you feel like is
Can it
most
be a
important. Of course, not
Okay.
one word. Just, you know, what would you tell them?
So, I would tell them first, I would say is, it's okay. It's okay. You know, go through the pain.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to say, God puts you in every situation for a reason. Mm-hmm. And that lesson, he's hoping that you're going to grasp hold of it and figure out what it is. So when it comes around again, you know how to tackle it. So it's okay. Endure that pain, grow from it, and soar. Get out there and soar. What is it? Keep soaring.
Guess what about to say
Hashtag keep soaring.
Keep going.
Grow from it. Grow, blossom into this beautiful, magical flower. Because, and gentlemen, blossom into this king. Women, blossom into this queen. Manifest. Because, okay, that's it. Because I was about to, woo!
She was
I was
about to go in on y'all.
So,
and we not saying this stuff because we think it's easy. No, we speaking from experience. You know, we young, but we also know what pain feels like. And we also know what it feels like to overcome it. So we only giving our opinion. I hate to use the word opinion, but we just only giving our advice from our point of view, from what we've experienced.
exactly.
Just a disclaimer. Not any type of counselor nor psychologist. Took a few classes in college, but
What would you say?
If I had to say anything to you, lovely kings and queens, it would be to, first of all, don't take it so personal. Life is not targeting you. It's not. You're going to have to go through this stuff because life is all about growing, and it's about experiencing things so you can reach your most highest being. So you have to go through this, and that's okay. But it's also, when you're going through this stuff, learn how to look at the reality of it. Learn how to decipher your feelings from your opinion. Learn how to, learn how to turn to a power that's more higher than you. Because that means a lot. Because when you feel alone, you need somebody or something you can call on to help you through those times. Because if you don't, this world is going to swallow you up. And you're not going to know which way to turn. So make sure that you have the Most High. You have something. Or
have that relationship.
Something
Build
that you
it.
can turn to.
Build it.
And understand it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. It's only a test.
It's
only. And we're always here. Yeah, we be busy. We work. But I feel like sometimes you need to call on a stranger so you can feel less judged. I know sometimes when I'm going through stuff, I like to go see a counselor, somebody who don't know me from a can of paint, because I don't feel so judged.
Okay.
And it's all right.
Listen to me.
You can inbox me anytime.
That is okay. I don't know why so many people don't seek help. Get help. And it don't even have to be help. It can just be a listening ear. And it's not anything personal. Another thing, like she said, don't take it personal.
Don't take it personal.
It's just to have somebody that is not biased, that doesn't know you, that's going to listen to everything you're saying and then tell you what they think, because they don't know you. They can't say, oh, well, girl, you're not a honey. No, they don't know. Okay. They don't know anything. They're here to listen to you and to help you. So seek help if you need it. Don't be afraid. It's okay. And everybody doesn't have to be in your business. No one.
We all go through. It's how you get through.
Okay.
Y'all have a great night.
And another thing, this allows us to figure out what we want, what we really want to do. You know, on this channel, we want it to be motivational. We wanted to, give our kings and queens the opportunity to see that any and everybody can grow from something that is nothing.
Okay.
You can grow from that and you can manifest it into something beautiful. And, my friend, he told me, it's there for you. God gave it to you. So all you have to do is manifest it. Just manifest it. It's yours. Claim it. So go get it. So anything that you want, I always say it to myself, go get it. Go get it. Like, if you want it, go get it. So if you want something, manifest it. Manifest it.
And make sure you're manifesting for the right reason. Do it because you found yourself and that's what you're passionate about. And go get it.
Go.
You better go get the money. Go get the money. Y'all have a great night.
Bye.